another one.
This gonna be a good one. Keenan Allen film versus Jalen Tolbert. Film session. Washed, or is he an improvement? So it's important that we all come together and we discuss these things, and because I think Law said it best. This is the time to put in your order. That's the vibe right now. Put in your order. It looks like it's clear to me that the Dallas Cowboys are listening in terms of they're keeping an eye on what their fans are feeling. I think that's pretty obvious. I think that's undeniable. So while they are apparently seriously taking a look, this is the time to put in your order. But if we put in our order, we also gotta really look at these things and just make sure we all accurate, so that we can also sometimes unite behind what's smart. Perfect example. As of lately, it's obviously been a lot of debates on 12. Ted, Booker, Gentile, right? And you got smart people on both sides that see it different. So when it's like that, everybody got to roll up their sleeves and start looking at the details a little bit closer. Now, I've already done this in detail on Keenan Allen. We go look at Jalen Tolbert tonight. But I just want to be clear. I've already done this. So, and in detail. There are going to be people that's going to lie on my work, landlord work. They gonna say we looking up clips, we just doing highlights. They're gonna slander real research, real work. So anybody that watched our film session saw it. They saw it. They saw that we looked at 4 to 5 games and went through it thoroughly. Talked about the good, the bad, the drops, all of it. So, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it all over again. But we going to have some side-by-sides with Jalen Tolbert. Because we got to be like very specific. And this is something that I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody. You know, obviously I looked at the film already. Obviously we want Jalen Tolbert to do well. But I'm gonna point out some things that I think could be better and some differences. And one of the things I would say also about Jalen Tolbert, some of these things you could develop in the lab. You really can. You could go work with certain coaches they'll drill into you the muscle memory to when you on the field, you'll just do it by second nature, you know? So some people you gotta drill it into them. Some people just kind of born with it. So y'all sit back, man. I'm gonna be back. Let me just set up the bells and whistles on the back end. Go. We going to the film. Get your notes out. Get your eyes ready. Cause we getting ready to look at this mother film. The only thing that don't lie. Women lie. Men show lie. That film speaks. Turn it up if you're in the car. Turn it up. Get into this film, man. Let's go. All right. Man, I felt that. Felt that with all my heart. All right, what's up, man? Welcome to BossCowboySports. So listen, what we got to do today.
Another one.
Is get into this film. So I do want to let everybody know that these film sessions, and especially the way that I do it and the way we've always done it on here, it's classroom. Okay, it's not, when we do it, it's not a highlight. So it's always been that way, and y'all know that. So it's one of these things to where, like, all our film sessions, the OC, we used to talk about it, but also when we were showing Parsons pressures, I showed all 70.
Huh.
I showed all 70. I want to feature somebody real quick. I gotta feature my boy. Y'all give me 1 second. That's why I gotta set up these bells and whistles. I gotta feature my boy. I felt so bad the other day. Man, I just want to say this, bro. Common sense, you also been going crazy on them campaigns, bro.
Huh.
I cannot believe I didn't mention you. I'm just being honest. My bad, bro. I know you wasn't looking for it, but man, you been in there like Rambo or somebody, bro. You been in there like Sylvester Stallone or something, or the Predator, bro. You been going crazy. So I just wanted to just acknowledge you for being very aggressive on your voice. You know what I mean? And a lot of people. It's some people I didn't mention I should have mentioned, man. I just want to say this D.A. Lee been going crazy. And see, I love the spirit of D.A. Lee. I ain't gonna even lie. I think sometimes D.A. Lee too mad. Sometimes I think he be too mad. But if I'm in a fight, I want the homie with me that's too mad. I don't want the homie with me that's under mad. Yeah, my boy say, bro, I do it for us, not me. Exactly. That's what it's about, bro. That's what it's about. All right, man. So let's get into this, man. We want to get into this film. Because obviously, yeah, my boy D.A. Lee, this real right here, bro. I'm telling you, I want somebody with me that's too mad. Think about it, bro. I mean that, bro. Just think about it. If you in a fight, if you in a real fight, who you want? The boy you gotta calm down, or the dude that's watching us do these campaigns from the sideline? Criticizing. No, you want the homie that's too mad. So we're in a fight. We're in a lot of fights. And some of us in fights with each other. You know what I'm saying? We agree on some things, we disagree on some things. I know my boy D.A. Lee weapons, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. And guess what? D.A. Lee doing a good job of fighting on the weapons. You know what my boy D.A. Lee doing on the weapons? I gotta highlight this. He coming up with some damn good trade ideas. Ooh, I'm talking about, I got some shows I'm gonna do off my boy D.A. Lee. Shit. It's just that we try to see what's getting ready to happen with this Keenan. You feel me? But if that don't come through, we are moving to the next fight. We going. And D.A. Lee had already laid out a whole clip. Tyrone Church going crazy. I just want to before we get to this film session, bro, I just want to acknowledge just all the work that I'm seeing y'all doing. And it's everybody, bro. It's truly a beautiful thing. All right, so let's get into this film session. Hold on real quick. Just real quick before I get into this film session, me and my boy D.A. Lee having us a virtual conversation. My boy say, but look, I'm a Bama fan, so I know the value of Booker, and I'd be happy to have him here, but I'd rather have the best wide receiver in the draft. Yeah. Both of those guys are a win. And see, I'm glad that you recognize that, D.A. Lee, because it's gonna be some people that's not gonna even, they gonna hate it. And it's like I see it like this: arguing over Booker and Ted could be like arguing over Panay and Micah Parsons, or Chase and Micah Parsons. They was in the same draft class. All of us would have been ecstatic about all three. We would have been to this day loving all three. So D.A. Lee, I think you're looking at it right. All right. Yeah, my boy said I wouldn't be born to pick. For sure, bro. All right, so let's get into this film. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to first, what I'm gonna do, and this is gonna be like school, but I know y'all cool with that. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the targets. Okay, so we go all look at the targets, and this is why looking at them targets are important, because it's been some lies and some exaggerations put out there where people said boldly but wrongly that you can't get a good feel of a player within 30 minutes. That is an absolute lie. And they said you gotta watch 12 games to know a player, and that's not true. That's neither one of those are the standard. Neither one of those. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at Tolbert targets, then we're gonna look at Keenan targets. We gonna go game by game. And so what it's gonna do to our eyes is we're gonna be comparing them. And then I got some scenarios where I'm gonna be able to drill down deep and look at similar routes side by side, where you can really see the difference, right? So and then at the end, this is important. At the end, then people go say what they see. That's the most important part. When we go through all this film, then sit back and say what you see. Now, I've also been doing this long enough to know that sometimes you go see people see it different. So that's gonna happen, you know? So like for instance, Foot said that he washed, right? Foot's got, he has fantastic eyes. Fantastic, right? And I've done this, right? Where I looked at a player, when I looked at him, I didn't like him. But then for some reason, I just didn't see it the first time. I didn't. I'm just being honest. On sometimes how these eyes work. I'm just being honest, right? I did that with Justin Jefferson. When I first looked at Justin Jefferson, I didn't like him. I didn't like him at all. And then I kept looking at him. And I was looking at him. And the reason why I wasn't liking him, because in college, I wasn't seeing the separation, but I was seeing the playmaking. I kept seeing the same thing. And in my mind, I guess it was clicking that lack of separation, or I was looking at better separation with Judy, right? And CeeDee Lamb, right? And I'm over here like, But then it clicked. What clicked and what made me see it, and then I made him my number one receiver. I changed. Is in my mind, it clicked who he was. I said, he's a faster Michael Irvin. And when that clicked, I said, no way would you ever pass up on a Michael Irvin that runs a 4.4. No way. You would make him your number one. And I did. And the reason why I saw that as the comp, because Michael Irvin the best at contested catches. Like, he always made big plays when people was always right in his hip. That was just how he was, you know? So sometimes I know people go see it different. So like I said earlier, what it makes us do, all of us, it makes us go take another look. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes your eyes can be wrong. All of us. It can happen to me. It can happen to Foots. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to the OC. Like, I'm just giving y'all examples of how this works. This is the real way that this works, right? We saw some debates last night when we had OC, Vach, and Lou. Some things, everybody saw it different, right? So what happens during those times, like, look at this. And this is just real. Look at this. He say, I like this one. Hold on real quick. This is important because we just kind of talking this through. Y'all give me a second, man. He said, Vach and Brian have totally different views all the time. It's just how it goes. Exactly. And so, but I'm talking about the next step. What are you supposed to do when people have difference of opinion, right? Everybody's supposed to dig down, drill down, and look at it. Because when you have people that actually do this and are good at this, and especially if it's a strong difference, you got to go look. So that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so who y'all want to start with? Who y'all want to start with? Good point, D.A. Lee. Good point. Y'all want to start with Keenan, or do you want to start with Tolbert? I'm going to say be mindful of the QB play when judges these receivers. That boy D.A. Lee cooked. The 4 R's: release, route, receiving, run block. Boy, you said something with that, buddy. Fantastic. So, okay. So y'all want to see Tolbert first. Let's go. All right. Let me set it up. Let me get it nice and crispy for y'all. Y'all give me 1 second, man. All right. It's overwhelmingly Tolbert. Damn, y'all really want to see some Tolbert? Right, we'll show y'all this dude, then. God damn. I really want to see this dude, man. All right, let's go. Nah, Tolbert, my dog. Let's get it. All right, so Tolbert top. All right. My dog. D.A. Lee say start with our own. That's my dog. All right, let's play. Let's go. All right, man. School. Let's go to school. Right here. Okay. Now, when I'm looking at this out, right? And I play corners, right? So I just want to let y'all know I play corner. I'm not somebody that just picked up a microphone, okay? This is my thing right here, okay? So if I'm going against Tolbert, I love the way that he ran this out, okay? That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. I love the way that he ran this out. And this is going to be very consistent to what I said the other day when we was looking at DJ Moore. Remember we looked at DJ Moore and Tyrone Church wanted me to look at DJ Moore. When you looking at somebody run an out route, if they are too choppy before they make their break, that's an advantage to the cornerback. Because the more steps you make to get into your turn, the less or the easier it is for us to close the distance. So his out route is choppy. Look at his feet. At the top of his break. Look. Like he took 4. Look at it. Look at it. And my boy said, I played wide receiver. Ice cold. You played wide receiver. Am I lying? Yep. And D.A. Lee, coach. He's a coach. So D.A. Lee, it gives it away. Right. See, your better out route is when you can plant off one foot and drive. D.A. Lee say 2 yards behind the sticks. Love it. Hold on real quick. D.A. Lee, you funny. You funny. Yeah, and see, big time. I'ma tell you, you say it's too rounded. To me, I'm gonna be all the way honest. I didn't see too rounded. What I saw was too sharp. Like, to me, your better receivers actually round that out. They round that thing out at the top because you're able to kind of explode out of it. When you're trying to chop and take a 90-degree angle, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to get all the way up on you with that. But if you take that one plant and it might be a little bit rounded, but you accelerating, shit, that's hard to stop. I'm just being honest. So I'm gonna show you Keenan's. I got Keenan's out route, and then I'm gonna just let it play. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on real quick. Is this Keenan out route? Y'all give me a second, man. Listen, I told you guys like school, man, y'all. But because I brought it up, I want to show it to you. You know what I'm saying? I want to show it to you. Y'all give me 1 second. Oh, here it is. All right, look. So we got Keenan. All right. Y'all give me 1 second. So Keenan right here. Watch his out route. Watch this. Watch the difference. See it? Look at the difference. See, his is a tad bit rounded, but he's accelerating. Look. Ah. Hold on. Y'all can't see it. I just saw that y'all can't see it. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Y'all gonna see it clear now. Look at this. Right here. See how you take that one step? Man, that's much harder to defend. You see what I'm saying? It's slightly rounded, but he accelerating. So then if you look at, so then let's do a side by side. We'll look at Jalen Tolbert. I told y'all on some of these we gonna do a side by side. So look, Jalen Tolbert. Notice the difference. Choppy and sharp. You see? Choppy and sharp. So when you make a sharp angle like that, that's giving me a clear path to an interception. So now I'm gonna just let it play. Now we go back. And then we go look at each target per game, right? All right. So let's go to the next play because we said we go look at Tolbert. So we go just look at all the targets. Okay, hold on. Oh. All right, so he had one target. So let's go to Keenan. All right. So we got to go to Keenan Allen because in game 1, Jalen Tolbert had one target. All right. So we got Keenan Allen at the bottom. And we just looking at all their games, right? When they got targets. All right. So this is Keenan Allen. Y'all seen this before. That dude, you right, common sense. That did look like an option route. It kind of did. Because he didn't explode to the sideline. He didn't. But regardless, it did still was too choppy. Like even if you stopping, I don't want you taking 4 steps to stop. I want you to be able to stop in about 2. You know what I'm saying? Because the faster you can stop, that gives that DB the less time to come out his plant foot and drive. So whether even if it was not an out, if it was a, like you say, he could have read them and stopped. And if you read them and you do that, your stop's supposed to be crisp and sudden. All right, so check this out. So we gonna just go through Keenan real quick. So y'all saw this before. I mean, this is the first target of Keenan. When you look at the first target of Keenan, this is where you really see, this is the first target of the season. And it's 4 yards of separation. That's the first target. Now, I want to ask a question. And hold on real quick. My boy say, hold on. My boy say, is Keenan really an option for us? He should be. This is a good question. Is Keenan really an option for us? He absolutely should be. Let me tell you why. One of the main reasons is because Keenan Allen game has never been built on raw speed. It's always been built on short area quickness and subtlety in his body language that causes separation. So you really don't have to be fast when you have those giftings. You don't. And on top of that, he fits because he's a former great, right? Where he had epic production in the league, right? Epic production. But then on top of that, when you turn on the film, you see him still winning the way he's always won. It's the deception. So he turns his shoulder right here, sails it as if he's running an out route. So what is the cornerback doing? Peeking inside. Because he thinking, oh, this an out. So, but it's deception. And then he makes the cut. Bow. Shit. What would Dak do with windows like that? That's the question you got to ask. So let's go to the next play. God damn it. All right. Where Keenan? He at the top. Hold on. Let me pause it. Because I got to get it to where y'all can see it. Y'all give me 1 second. All right. Here we go. So y'all already saw that play. A good out, you know. Wide open with ease. All right, here we go. Next play. Yeah. All right, so where's Keenan? Let me find him. In the slot. All right. All right, so let's let it play. Right here. All right. So obviously Keenan made a drop. And let me say something about this real quick. See, that's what's messed up when people lie on our work. So y'all remember me and Landlord pointed out that Keenan should have caught this ball, because we already showed this. So because we was looking at all the targets, but then sometimes people, because of whatever reason, whether it might be rivalry, jealousy, whatever, competitiveness, weirdom, whatever the reason, sit up here and say that we putting together clips to make Keenan look good. If we was putting together clips to make Keenan look good, why did we showcase this? Right. And so check this out. So D.A. Lee, like he said, he ran that a little bit flat. So anybody that remember that film session, remember that we talked about the good and the bad. This is one that's not as good. And we talked about this already. So be very careful when you listening to people, because everybody don't have the Cowboys' interest in mind. And the best interest in mind. I mean that too. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's going against intentionally a good idea is putting themselves above the Cowboys. Don't you ever forget that. I don't care how funny they are. I don't care how much you like them. No, anybody that's intentionally going against a good idea is not putting the Cowboys first. Period. All right, so let's go to the next target. Here we go. Yeah. So let me answer this question. This is a good question. He said, why did Gallup get signed before Allen? Yeah. That can be a number of reasons. Okay. So sometimes you got people that's trying to get a job. So that does happen, where there's occasions to where people really just trying to do whatever they can to get a job. And when they'll take the first thing. Then you have people that feel like they have a value, but they might be delusional, right? That actually happened to, what was his name? Played for us. It was Carr, Brandon Carr. He thought he was worth more than he was. So the Dallas Cowboys sent him off into the market, and the market humbled him, and he came back a whole lot cheaper, right? So some of these guys will go out there and they'll just go out there and they'll go from team to team shopping, or they'll let their agents get to work. So some people kind of make one assumption that if you're not signed on the first week, then you are no value and that your tape bad. That's not necessarily the case. It can be so many different reasons why people not signed early. It's just what it is. So, all dots don't connect, but sometimes people connect dots anyway. Oh, if Keenan Allen so good, why nobody else get him? It's like, because maybe he out there shopping himself. Like, it's, what it is. All right, so here we go. Let's get back to the business. All right, so we got Keenan right here. This is the next play. And we are all admit, Angie said, I like this session. Thank you, boss. You're welcome, Angie. I got you. So we are all admit that the last rep, we are all agree that that last rep was bad, right? We agree on that. Now, this rep is actually good. This is where Keenan, I would say, made up for it. Now, he didn't get the target or he didn't get rewarded for it, but he won it. My boy C said 100. Oh, all day, see? Whoa, and then let's ask yourself again 2 questions. Ask yourself 2 questions. So far, based on what you're seeing, is Keenan washed? 1. So far, we gonna keep going. We gonna show a lot. First of all, is Keenan washed? 2, what would Dak do with a window that big? Those are the 2 questions. And this is his first game. This is game 1. So in game 1, we saw Williams miss him on an out and up with 4 yards of separation. Keenan dropped a touchdown and his route was flat. We said that's a negative. This one, we can clearly say he made up for it and it should have been touchdown. So as of right now, in his one game, he already missing a touchdown he should have had. And he missing in about 70 yards. And we just starting. Yeah. So, and another win by Keenan, he wins again, and it's not speed. It's the short area quickness. It's the body language. Hold on real quick. Let me get my head out the way. So we got Keenan at the bottom. Right here. Let's see. Now, look at this. Is that on Keenan? Is that on Keenan or is that on the quarterback? Right here. Is that on Keenan or the quarterback? This is why this is important as we going through his targets. Okay. This is why it's important as we going through them targets. Because it's people out there that look at and they stat nerds. Like, so what they'll do is they'll say, or they trying to make a case against Keenan, and they'll say, yeah, man, last year was his worst year with his targets to catches. Right? When you hear that, you go think, oh, he was dropping the ball. Right? That's why you got to turn on the film. Because when you turn on the film, you'll see, no, Williams was throwing some ugly ass balls. Yeah. And it's clear. Hashtag Keenan Allen to Dallas. Hold on real quick. I got to fix this. Shit acting glitchy. Now give me 1 second. I'm going to have to give me a new one. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Listen, y'all, we just going through film today. This ain't no just, you know how I usually have them super organized topics already ready to go. And listen, y'all we go, listen, this is our film. Sit back and chill, y'all. We go take our time and relax through this. Okay. You know, we go take our time. No rush. But it's to answer the questions with the film. That's what we doing. So if you got questions, it's not about anybody's opinion. It's about what does the film say, right? So let me go back to see if this worked this time. Let me try it now. There we go. Keenan Allen to Dallas. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me go back to the film real quick because I want to show y'all something. Because we looking at differences because we truly are comparing them too. Okay? We comparing them, right? And we gonna go back to some Jalen tape. We gonna look at a lot of Jalen tape today too. Okay? But we looking at both of them. So we just saw Keenan Allen on his stop route, right? Where he wide open and Williams missing, right? So let me show y'all the differences between guys who really good at stopping, right? Because that's also super important in terms of being able to be an option for your quarterback. So let's look at Jalen Tolbert right here. Let me go back. So Jalen Tolbert right here. Right here. So it's one of those things where he's again choppy. See, that's why I got to show you the difference. When he stops, he takes 2 steps. I want you to be able to do that thing in 1. Because then it makes it hard on a person to defend you, right? So now let's look at Keenan on a stop route, right? Because this is why you got to put them side by side. You got to put them side by side. This Keenan. Watch him stop. Damn, that wasn't the right play. Hold on real quick. We can watch this one. This one worked just as good. Look. Because we're looking at stopping ability. Who stops quicker? Bah. All right. So we gonna let it keep playing, then we can go back to Tolbert. All right, we finna go back to Tolbert. So we showing all his targets. All right, so let's go to, he got a lot of targets this game, y'all. So we might, on the next one, so we can be fair to Tolbert, we could probably watch 2 Tolbert games to his 1, because he got so many targets this game. All right, look, we got Keenan in the slot. So he was open. I think the quarterback got hit. Let me see, because I was looking at Keenan. Let me look and see what happened. What happened with the ball? Y'all give me 1 second. Damn. Run play. All right. So play action. Somebody must have batted that ball down. Let me look at it from this angle, because I'm trying to see why he couldn't get the ball there. Let me see. Man, that's Williams, bro. Say, man. Say, bro. Man, Williams, boy. Ooh, if I would have been Keenan, I'd be mad as hell. I'd be like, boy, I'm giving you all these windows. And all right, we got Keenan in the slot. Let me get my head out the way. God damn, it's like, I'm trying to see, was the ball batted down? Why you just throw that ball into the dirt? Okay. So it's another one where let me see. He's sitting down. Hey, Pete, I'm gonna tell you the mistake you making. I love you too, bro. But I'm telling you, this is why people think they're the same. Right here. This is why people think they're the same right here. Because people looking at stats. You know what I'm saying? He said Keenan had 42 more targets than Tolbert and 132 more yards and the same amount of TD. Tolbert better than people think. You got to turn on the film. So when we turn on the film and so based on just this first game so far, how many times did Williams miss Keenan? And this is still the same game. This is the same game. And we talking about he got missed on a touchdown. He also dropped a touchdown. He missed him on an out and up, which should have been for about 60 yards. He just had a 7 route where he was wide open with 6 yards of separation both ways. In this one game right here, Keenan should have had, at this moment right here, already he should be up to about 120. So when I look at if we looking at the quarterback play, you know what I'm saying? Them stats don't show that. I'm just keeping it real. And Pete is smart. Pete know what he's talking about. Pete is a good football man. But what I'm doing is I'm giving the context to it too. All right, let me go to the next play. All right, here we go. All right, Keenan. up top. And sadly, the sad part is y'all have seen all of this because we've already showed all of this. We showed all the targets, and people go lie. They just showing highlights. They go lie on your good name. You're like, God damn, bro. We doing that? All right, here we go. The next target, and y'all have already seen this. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Just be honest now. I want y'all to be honest. I'm gonna turn off the music when I ask y'all this. Where the music? Let me turn off this music. I'm gonna ask y'all a real question. Be honest. Hold on, man. I'm gonna put the whole camera on me. I'm gonna do the whole effect. I want y'all to be honest with me. No music. I want you to go look yourself in the mirror right now. If you Keenan Allen right now, so far in this game, how would you be feeling about your quarterback? You older? You trying to show that you still trying to get one more big bag? Just be honest. Now, as you watch the film, keep that in mind and watch his body language. Tell me, do you see him in any kind of way throwing his quarterback under the bus in his body language as his quarterback is farting? And then you will have people that'll look at the stats and say, he washed. And it's like, you messed up my stats. Williams, Caleb, you messed up my stats. All right, let's go back to the field. Just keep it real, though. I'm keeping it real. How would you feel? Shit, you'd be mad in the motherfucker. All right, we got Keenan in the slot. All right, here we go. Right here. See, again, this is one of those rounded off out routes, which some people say the sharper the better. Nah, I like them rounded off because I used to defend them things. Man, it's hard to defend them things when you plant and drive, when you're able to plant on that right foot and just drive. Man, that's hard as hell to defend. And I'm telling you from playing the position, I ain't no flute playing ass dude faking like he know ball. Shit. He played this shit. Hold on real quick. And my coach is coached in the NFL. How dare you? Lie. All right, here we go. Where my boy at? Keenan up at the top. All right. And we go look at Tolbert, man. We go look at Tolbert. All right. Ooh, got him, coach. But that's the problem right there. Listen, this is the downside of Keenan. Let's keep it real now. See, listen, y'all. See, y'all, I'm not here to sell no damn Keenan. I'm going to say what the film say. So this is the downside of Keenan I'm going to show y'all. So this is the downside. He go win with the short area stuff, but when he go vertical, that corner run him down. Look, just watch. So the short area stuff, he go, boop, he got the separation. You see what I'm saying? But look, see, that's where that 4-7 can get you. Just keeping it real, right? So this ain't a Keenan session to where we, glazing them or trying to sell them. This is about saying what you see, but this is also never been Keenan's strong suit. And on top of that, this is the other part. Let's just keep it real. Is this a catchable ball? Is it even catchable? Is it even catchable? So Williams never even gave him a chance. So, and he said, Boss Cowboy, if Keenan came to Dallas, he would have the same issue at QB if we don't take Book at 12. Hold on real quick. I guarantee you Day Walker talked over somebody's head right there. Ooh, Day Walker. All right, so let's go to the next game. Now we finna watch Tolbert. All right. Let's go back to my boy Tolbert. So we go watch game 2 and game 3 of Tolbert. Yeah, I love this. Y'all be fighting. Y'all love how everybody be fighting these fights, man. Y'all killing me, man. Hold on, we need to get some damn world peace, man. I'm sick of this shit. Y'all boys fight. They say, no, I disagree with that. Hey man, Boss Cowboy Sports be like a barbershop, bro. I love that, bro. Boss speak they mind up in here, bro. I love that, bro. Boss, hey, it's one thing I can say about my environment, bro. You gonna be able to speak your mind, bro. Boss be fighting me, y'all fight each other. Boss is like, if they don't believe it, if you ain't sell it to them, they ain't buying it. I love it. All right, let's go back to the film. Now we go look at Tolbert. All right, let's look at Tolbert. My boy Tolbert. All right, Tolbert right here. Let's let it play. Okay, I think I already showed this play. Okay. All right. All right, let's keep going. Next play. Just looking at his targets, felt like he was a little bit too choppy, but that's okay. He won. So we got Tolbert right here. Not Tolbert's fault right there. Late ball by Dak. I think Tolbert did what he needed to do to come open. Maybe the only thing, and I'm not sure if he coached to do this, maybe he should have came flatter. But I'm not sure if he's coached to do that or if that's the even appropriate window, because he started to float back. He started to float back here. When you start floating back like that, you closing the distance from the safety that's trying to make up that ground. So you found the hole, but I don't see the logic of anybody coaching you to float to the defender. That likely is an IQ thing. I almost guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to judge him on how he is in space. So this doesn't look like good spatial recognition to me. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't look like good spatial recognition. Watch. You see, watch him start floating. And then he get his ass hit and the ball knocked out. One more time. Yeah. You don't look like good spatial recognition. Yeah. And then I might be being too hard because hold on, I need to see when Dak threw the ball. Because sometimes you floating like that. Okay, hold on. Let me go see when Dak threw the ball. Because then that's going to explain the float. Give me a second. So Dak is throwing the ball right there. So the ball is in the air. So now he's adjusting to the ball. So let me see. Nah, hell nah. Hell nah. Nah. That's no. You don't float backwards like that. Fuck no.
Oh, hell no.
Is no receiver coach go tell you to float backwards. No. Because you know them defenders trying to close distance. Ain't no way. So if anything, you go get the ball, high point that motherfucker. That's what you do. You attack the ball. Nah, he floated backwards. It's no coach teach that shit. I guarantee it. All right. Yeah. That's why you gotta watch this shit, man. You gotta watch film, bro. But see, I was trying to be fair to him. That's why I had to go look at when the ball came out. You know what I'm saying? That's just being fair to him because that's a part of the judgment. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to, be hard on Tolbert. So obviously what we would all tell Tolbert right there is attack the ball. So we got Tolbert in the slot right here. Yeah. Another choppy stop because I'm looking at Tolbert right now. Choppy, and he doesn't attack the ball again. Choppy. You're not separating yourself from that defender. He not. And then while you running towards the defender, you're supposed to run into that hole. So that's an IQ thing. Y'all tell me, use your own eyes and tell me, is he running into the hole or is he running towards the defender? Use your own eyes. Tell me what you see. What do you see? All right, let's look at that because I want to see when the ball came out. So it looked like that ball got batted down. I still don't like the route, even with the bad ball. All right, here we go. Let me find Tolbert. Where you at, Tolbert? Right here. Okay. All right, All right. This ain't even been hard on him, bro. But why you run out of bounds, bro? Oh, y'all can't see it. My head in the way. Let me get my head out the way. Look at this, y'all. We got Tolbert up here. Look. So, yeah. So he block and release. Slow down, Tolbert. Why you run out of bounds? Hold on. Let me see. This might be. Oh, I see why. I'm glad I double checked. I was finna look dumb as hell. It's second quarter with 31 minutes left. That was in a hurry up offense. Okay, I see why. I'm like, damn, why you run out of bounds? I think you goofy ass. I was finna look crazy. People be watching, try to hate on what you're talking about. Yeah, so he actually made the right play right there. So, okay. My bad. See, I'm being fair to him, bro. See, put it like this. If it would have been time on the clock, this would have been goofy. You know what I'm saying? This would have been super goofy. Like, man, go make some plays. But then I started looking at it and said, damn, they look like they're in a prevent. You know what I'm saying? They must be at the end of the quarter. So, yeah. End of the second quarter. That's why he went out of bounds. He still should have got a couple of more yards on that, though. Now, this is a game of inches. You got to know that. You see what I'm saying? Look. God damn. Shit. This some IQ shit right here, bro. Just keep it real. Look. Bro, go get some yards. See, I know we in hurry up, bro, but you can't. All right, it's all good. All right, cool. Let's keep going. All right, we gonna get plenty of Tolbert today. All right, Tolbert. I'm talking about, man. Good job. Hit the hole. Good job. Ain't nothing to critique on that. That's good job. Find the hole. Good job. All right, so here we go. We got Tolbert in the slot. Boy, they got Tolbert getting all this two-way. Now, let's go through this. First of all, good down play. But this is the difference between him and Keenan. Okay? The difference between him and Keenan is Tolbert got more speed. So remember I said when you watch these guys, you got to ask yourself, how are they winning? Right? So that's why when I was looking at Ted, I'm like, Tet is winning by finding a lot of soft spots in these zones, right? You can't just look at a stat sheet. You got to look at, or the catch on a stat sheet. You got to look at the catch because it'll tell you what style did he get that win on, right? So the difference between him and Keenan is Keenan is gonna win with subtlety. He's gonna win with a body movement. He gonna hit you with a dip, and he gonna do something body language wise to throw you off. Tolbert just beat him with speed, so he came off the ball slow, and then he accelerated. That part Keenan can't do. Okay, so that's the difference between the two if we comparing them fairly, right? So now the route itself showed no deception. That's where I would want Tolbert to do a little bit better. Throw some kind of head movement, anything to try to get that corner to hesitate. He doesn't. So I'm trying to show y'all how to see the differences between the two, right? So when I'm looking at how he won this route, but how did he win? And what could he have done to, and then ask yourself this, let's be honest. Who had more separation on the go ball? Did Keenan or did Tolbert? Remember the out and up? Who had more separation? The person that had more separation was the guy that was the route runner. Okay, so let's keep going. See this game, boy, that boy Tolbert got a lot of targets. God damn, boy. All right, here we go. We got Tolbert at the top. Hey, man, I do want to let y'all know something, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. These film sessions, when you do them like this, we don't get paid for these. So if y'all want to support like this type of detail, you can Cash App your boy. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. So my Cash App is $BossCowboySports. You know, I'm not begging y'all to do it. I'm letting you know when I do these type of thorough film sessions like this, Boss ain't getting $1 to show y'all this. So anybody that want to just support, just like, yeah, man, I appreciate you going into the details like that, doing a side-by-side comparison of them two. You know, that helps out a lot. All right, here we go. We got Tolbert at the top right here. Kind of came out as break clumsy. That would be my only critique. Just a little bit. And bad ball by Dak. Like, who threw that damn ball? Dak threw that ball in the flow. Shit, Dak need to hit that boy stride, man. Dak threw that shit in the flow. And see, that's sad when it's a bad ball like that, because this could have been a play that could have highlighted him. You feel me? I'm just keeping it real. This is a play, but now he got to slide and go get it off the flow. Our balls ain't gonna be perfect, but I would want to see Tolbert after the catch. I would have wanted to see that right there. A better ball would have allowed that. All right, so we got a Tolbert at the top. Let me fix the camera real quick. All right, here we go. We got Tolbert at the top. Oh, you think he threw it so he wouldn't get killed by the safety? I don't think so, D.A. Lee. I think he had time to make a move on that safety. Let me look at it one more time. D.A. Lee, you got me curious. He said, boss, what's your Cash App? Give me 1 second, bro. Let me drop this Cash App up in here, man, for y'all who want to bless the church. All right, give me a second, man. Boss be needing these blessings, bro. You hear me, man? Got 2 teenage boys and child support.
Huh.
Boss be keeping it real like a Hold on real quick. Let me put my CashApp up in here, man. Yeah, man. For those of y'all who want to get to the church, I messed that all the way up like a big ass dummy. Boom. It's $. All right. Daily, you feel me, bro? Child support like a motherfucker, bro. So those of y'all who feel my pain, bro. Those of y'all who feel my pain, bro. Child support, bro. I paid it though, boy. I paid it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Feel me? Keep everybody cool. I ain't got time for that headache ass shit. Hell no. Man, let me go back to this route, bro. Listen, y'all. Listen. Let me go back to this route because I got something to say about this. Man, hell, wait. D.A. Lee, let's first look at what you said. I'm going to first look at what D.A. Lee, I'm going to go back. Hold on real quick. We got Jalen at the top. Let me see. Nah, in my opinion, D.A. Lee, he had way more than enough time. You feel me? Look at all that separation. Now, I could see if that safety was beating in on him. I think Dak just let one get away from him. It happened to him, though, bro. It happened to every quarterback. I'm just saying, I just really wish Jalen would have had a yak opportunity right there. See, right there, he was still in stride and nobody even close. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even close. And right there, he's sliding. He's sliding. He ain't even came out his break yet. So if he would have caught him right here, maybe he could have, put a move on him. You know what I'm saying? He would have had plenty of time, in my opinion. But I'm glad you brought that because you being fair. Because that does happen. Sometimes them quarterbacks will throw it to protect the receiver. D.A. Lee is right about that. Sometimes they do that. You'll be like, God damn, that's a bad ball. Sometimes them quarterbacks is doing that intentionally. He right about that. He said his route running ain't got no fakes. And that's why you got to turn on the film. See, is no subtlety in his body language. None. It's only thing. Yeah. So let me go back to this route, bro. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Come on now. Hold on. Look at this post corner by. Hold on real quick, bro. Hold on real quick, bro. I want to look at this, bro. Look at this. Inside release, take a jab step.
Oh, hell no.
What y'all think about that? It's a whole lot I didn't like about it. First of all, like it's nothing subtle to try to come open. You slow down at the top of your break and you the target. You gave up on the route and you the target. I ain't making that shit up. This ain't no low light, no highlight. We judging it for what it is. But I promise you somebody go lie on Boss. I promise you somebody say, oh, you just showed all of Tolbert's bad plays. It's like, bro, Is clout that important, bro? Like, well, you gotta lie and shit. Like, you're goofy ass thing. All right, here we go. Tolbert. Right here. Okay, not bad. So we just saw, this is Tolbert's game 2. We saw one game on Keenan, right? Let's just take a first quarter pause real quick. Yes, that end of the route was trash. Yes, Curtis. Yes, it was. There's nobody gonna tell you to slow down when you the target at the top of a route. Is nobody gonna ever teach that. But let's just take a small vote for right now. Let's do this. If you had to grade based on what you saw with Keenan game 1 and Tolbert game 1 and 2, right? Because remember we showed you his Browns. He only had 2 targets, but he had a lot of targets this game. Who would you say you would rather have based on what you saw so far? Then we go watch some more. I just want to I'm just curious based on what you saw. All right, so let's keep going. I'm gonna go to game 3 on Tolbert. I'm gonna just go to game 3. So we got Tolbert at the bottom, man. It's Tolbert right there. Oh yeah. Man, your boy Boss, man. Y'all go appreciate your boy Boss, man. Hold on real quick. So far, I just want to let everybody know, according to the film, so far, you know, we go look at more, but so far, a lot of people basically saying Keenan by a mile. My boy said it ain't close. Drewski third said Keenan Allen. Neptune said Keenan Allen. Built to Motivate said Keenan Allen. King K said bring back Cooper. We can take a look at Cooper. We'll take a look at Cooper. I already took a look at Cooper. I'm going to tell you the difference between Cooper and Keenan Allen. I'm going to tell you this right now from looking at the film. Cooper would have showed his frustration with this quarterback shit that he was getting from Williams. And so Dwayne Morris, I think this is very fair. This is very fair, I think, by Dwayne Morris. Shout out to Dwayne Morris. I like this. Hold on real quick. I want to show this. I want to highlight this. Because this is, I agree with this too. The concept's not the best also for Tolbert, just keeping it real. Keenan Allen is winning this thing by a landslide, y'all. Matter of fact, it's not even one person that voted for Tolbert. But let's keep going. Maybe he get it back. All right. So we got Tolbert at the bottom. All right. So this Tolbert. So let's check him out. On a fade route. Okay. So I'm going to watch it again, and I'm going to show you the difference between the details and not doing it right. Good release. This is the problem right here. He's in a perfect position to stack the cornerback, and he does not. See, you done got on top of that corner upfield shoulder. When you understand the nuance of receiver and you're not panicking out there, you automatically supposed to get on top of him, which is called stacking. So what that does is it makes it to where if that cornerback is trying to make a play on the ball, they got to go through you. So it basically guarantees a pass interference, and you have to have your head in the game. If you one of those to where when you come out the huddle, ooh, they called the go ball for me, and you not thinking about the details, and you so excited, and you know, you'll do everything right. Good release, You attacking them with your speed, but it's the detail of get on top of him, get on top of him. And he don't. Look. So let me show you the difference. I'm gonna show you Keenan Allen in the same situation. And tell me what you see. Hold on real quick. Is this the play? Let me see. I think this is it. No, that ain't it. I'm gonna find it though, cause I'm good like that. I got y'all, man. I ain't gonna let you down. Oh yeah, it's this game. I just gotta find it. Y'all give me 1 second. Cause me and Landlord talked about this. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna show you the difference between running it like when you running it like a vet, right? And it's vet intelligence. Now, also keep in mind, we all know Keenan is not as fast. So watch this. Look. So it's gonna be a good release. Right. Watch this. Good release. Now, when he get on top of when he get on that top field shoulder, watch him stack him. Look. Ah, damn. Oh, let me get this out the way. I'm gonna rewind it because y'all gotta see this, bro. I'm not gonna let y'all down, bro. Look, we talking some real football today, bro. This ain't no cap and shit. This is I'm telling you how this stuff really is. All right, here we go. I'm gonna show you the difference. Look. So right there is where Tolbert was, right? Where he just got barely over that top field shoulder, right? Now watch what he does. What did he do? Get on top of him. You see what he did? So now he's stacked. Y'all see the difference? And see, D.A. Lee, you calling it right, bro. You calling it right. That's the difference between a vet and the details. And see, y'all remember Landlord said that. Landlord was like, whoo. Cause see, Landlord, y'all remember how Landlord came in. He wasn't sold. He was like, boss, I gotta see it, bro. I was like, I gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show my boy D.A. Lee comment, man. God damn, what's going on with my stuff, man? Hold on, y'all, man. My stuff acting glitchy. Y'all give me 1 second, man. I'm trying to get my stuff to act right. Let me do this one. Y'all give me a second, man. I'm trying to get my stuff right. Cause I gotta show y'all comments, man. It make the show better when we all can interact. Hold on real quick. Let me show my boy D.A. Lee comment. He said he didn't stack him, ain't even try. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's gonna be some people out there that go, Boss is showing some low lights. He just showed the bad clips on Tolbert. Man, nah, bro. This is why I said you gotta put them boys side by side in the same situations and see exactly how they handle it. So you got one guy called now, and keep in mind, this guy is slower, but guess what? He's smarter. He's a vet. So when he get on top of you, he know how to put himself in a situation to draw a flag. Look. So look, boom. He beside him. He don't get horny and say, throw the ball. Let me have a foot race. No, he don't want the foot race. He wants you to have a penalty. So he stacks him. Now, if you got to make a play on the ball, you got to go through me. Now, the only thing he needed right there was a ball in the vicinity. Did he get that ball in the vicinity? No, it was out of fucking bounds. But then you'll have people that'll talk about a stat sheet and be talking about stuff like, man, his catch to target ratio was off. Now you looking at a receiver that's doing the right things, but is he being rewarded by the quarterback? No. This was a layup. All you had to do was put the ball in the vicinity and it's an automatic flag or a touchdown. The cornerback never looked back. He did everything he's supposed to do to give Caleb Williams the best chance at a big play. And he's slow. That's the crazy thing. He did that and he's slow. So let me go back. So here we go. So we go back. Now look at the difference. When you see somebody do it right, now you gonna be able to see the other guy do it wrong. Look, watch. Because now that you saw somebody properly stacked, watch this. Right there, he was in a perfect stack opportunity. But because he didn't stack him, that cornerback was able to run him back down and get in a hip-to-hip position. That's the details. And that's why sometimes your better route runners are your slower people because they know they can't depend on speed. Hold on real quick. You said, boss, you said Foot said he watched Keenan film. What did he see? Because Keenan not bad at all. Now, what Foot said is he watched his games. And see, that's why I think Foot's not seeing this. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, when you watching the games, you can't see routes downfield. The only way you can see downfield routes is all 22. So when he said, I watch Chicago games, it's like, that's why you don't see them. That's why we got to go look at it in this version. But I also know that Foot's the type, if I show Foot's this and we go side by side like this, Foot's going to be like, oh, I was tripping. Like, he ain't going to have no pride about it. He going to be like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Because you can't put Tolbert side by side Keenan and then people be like, oh, we need to stay with what we got. No. Yeah, no. And in a way, so I think it was his version of the tape that he watched. And I'm being fair to Foot, so I think that's what happened. I think he trusts what he saw, but he saw the wrong version. You know what I mean? And I'm just keeping it real, yeah. And see, that's sometimes how I test people. Like when I hear somebody say something like, "That can't read a defense," I say. When I hear people say that, they say that a lot on social media. I say, how do you watch the games? Oh, I watch it from the house. I say, well, you can't read a defense. Because, see, the camera follows the ball. What does the quarterback do when he throwing? He drops back. So what does the camera do? It drops back with him. So what does the camera not see? What's developing downfield? The camera hardly ever sees what's developing downfield until it's targeted. And a lot of times when they target it, they'll show you the latter part of it. They don't show you how it developed. So I test people. I'll be like, how did you watch the game? Oh, Dak can't read a defense. His sorry ass. So how do you watch it? Yeah, I watch it from the couch. I said, shit, you can't read a defense from the couch. The only way you can read a defense, you got to see all 22 players. Or you got to be able to see it if they sometimes show you downfield. But if that camera following the ball, you're not going to see downfield. So that's sometimes what would make people not see it or miss it. And you'll see two content creators, they'll sound like they totally disagreeing with each other. But sometimes they just didn't see it yet. That's why, remember, I said it was people that I saw late. You know what I mean? But also, some people out here fake as fuck too. Just keeping it real is all these content creators, and I'm not putting this towards Foots, but not all these content creators honestly even care about the Cowboys. Some of y'all go figure it out over time. But some of these people, it's a hustle. It's a hustle. And people motives are different. Like there's certain people, they do content to win, so they don't go with the crowd. They don't go with what's popular. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to the film. I don't want to talk about this shit. All right, here we go. Because we looking at Tolbert. All right, so let's keep going, man. Hopefully y'all appreciating this, man. All right, here we go. Nope. Boom. Trying to get y'all that sauce, bro. So we got Tolbert at the bottom. Good job. Good job. I can't knock it. It wasn't just a beautiful route, but he found a hole. You feel me? He found a hole. Good job, Tolbert. Good job. And let me tell y'all something too, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm keeping it real too on Tolbert. The thing that I hate about watching our offense, I don't feel like our offense also didn't give him a good chance. I feel like he got some things to work on, but I'm watching these routes. I'm like, God damn. Some bullshit. Like, that stuff Keenan doing over there, cool. I being fair, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they saying, Keenan, do your thing. That's just boo-boo, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't listen, y'all. That stop was bad. Stop was slow. You release slow. You have no type of body movement to have any kind of deception. I'm glad you came down with it, though. I'm glad you came down with it, but I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see how anybody can look at these two side by. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you how to think. I'll wait till the end. All right, here we go. And we got him right here. Touchdown. Good job. Did his job. You know, found the hole in the zone. You know, run away from the linebacker. You know. All right, let's go to. I want to watch another game on Tolbert. Because, see, Keenan had a lot of targets game one. So I'm trying to make sure Tolbert get his fair share. I think that, you know what I'm saying? We don't watch so much film on Keenan. I think it's just the right thing to do to slow it down and give. Yeah, that was clean, D.A. Lee. Hey, man, Tyrone Church. This real. My boy T Church say. What'd you say? Hold on. My boy D.A. Lee say clean. Tyrone Church say with the super chat. I beg to watch Mingo in Paris. B.S. Tolbert. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. I'm a beg to watch me. Are you saying do a film session on them, bro? I'm trying to see what you're saying. Yeah. If you saying I can do that, bro. We can do that. All right, here we go. Let's look at the Tolbert. Now, y'all remember I don't get paid on that shit, though, bro. So keep it in mind, y'all. And obviously, this ain't all about the money, but, you know, listen, man. I got child support, bro. Okay. Good stop route. All right. So this is another target. My boy say, please don't. That boy did leave a damn fool, bro. Tolbert. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That route was disgustingly ugly. with everything in me, I wish somebody would run an out route on me, and I'm a cornerback, and I'm fast. I would have hoped that you do a hoppity hop, scoopity scoop before you run an out. Just plan and go, bro. Plan and go. I guess it also depends on how you being coached. Yeah, that route was very hoppity. He hopping around. All right, so let's see right here. He don't stop good to me. He make the play, but he choppy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took him 5 steps to stop. Hold on real quick. 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was 5. I need you to be able to plant better than that, my brother. Let me see. Let me see if he shows something in his body language. No, that was actually good. What I like is he didn't give it away. At least he didn't give it away with his body language. He didn't rise up at all. He didn't show no indication from his body language that he was getting ready to stop. That's the part I like, though. Like, I don't like that it took him so many steps to stop, but I do like his body language on the stop. He didn't indicate that it was coming. Very good job. That part I like. Okay, so, yeah. But we getting a good look at him. All right, I'm gonna look at one more game. I'm gonna go up to game 5 of his targets. Then I'm gonna look at Keenan a little bit more. Shit, this might be his best game. We gotta watch this one. This, I can't remember. Is this his bad game? Let me see. I'm curious about this game. I know he made the game-winning catch. I remember that. I think it's him right here. Let me see. Rounded. Oh no, y'all. Oh no. Man, I'm being honest, bro. This ain't hating, bro. Choppy everywhere. A solid corner is in his hip with ease. Oh, nah. And then he come out his break so slow. See, when you plant, your plant's supposed to be explosive. You're supposed to plant and go in that other direction like, God damn. You know, all right, like perfectly. That perfect example. Y'all know that Keenan Allen route that went viral when he hit that dude with that hezzy. See, that's routing, bro. You feel me? When he hit him and that cornerback went that way, he went that way. Oh, nah, bro. Oh, man. All right, let me keep going, bro. All right. So we on game 6, y'all. Okay, yeah. All right. Top with that top. Hold on real quick. Okay. See, I want Tolbert to be just a little bit greedy, bro. So you wide open, right? So it's blown coverage. Make a move on him. You got all this space. I'm not blind. Look, man, look. You got all that space, man, and it's like you content with the big catch. Like you got one dude. All right, let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something. Y'all give me one example. See, y'all think I'm bullshitting. I'm gonna show you. Hold on real quick. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you what greed look like. Y'all give me 1 second, man. I gotta find something. Just to show you a perfect example of. Hold on real quick. And while I'm doing this, y'all go ahead and share this video on Twitter, man, and tell these people Keenan Allen of Dallas. For real. God damn it. Yeah, let's stop playing, bro. While we sitting around just watching this film, yeah, let's push that out there a little bit more. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna show you what greed look like. Oh, that ain't it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna find it, y'all. I'm determined. I'm gonna find this too. And I'm gonna show you the same play. It's the same play. That's why you gotta look at people side by side, bro. You do. Let me show you something. I'm gonna find it, bro, because I'm the one that posted it. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. And then, oh, here it is. I found it. Look. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you the same thing. Man, I got some. Man, I want some nachos, bro. Damn. Have a taste bud ever just hit you like out the blue? Like, damn. All right, look at this. Now, this is called greed. This Keenan Allen. Look at this. He could have went out of bounds right there. Look, he could have went out of bounds. Look, this is greed. This is what greed look like. He could have, you know, two defenders come at him. He could have went down and just accepted it. Nah. Look, dip inside, baby. Go to the space. And I'm gonna hit you with that too. You feel me? Man, I ain't playing when I say, man, be greedy, bro. I ain't making that up, bro. I ain't making it up, bro. I'm talking about go out there and play some football. Yeah. So when we go back to this play and you look at what Keenan Allen did and you see how much space he got. Who out there playing football, y'all? Keep it real. Who out there playing football? Keep it real. Keep it real. Who out there playing football? Hold on, let me, yeah. What do you want? What do you want? Let's keep it real. What do you want? You want that? Or do you want this right here? And we showing this with the film. Same type of play. Am I making it up? And then the one dude slower. Keenan's slow. Keenan out there playing football, man. I'm telling the truth. I ain't capping at all. And before somebody lie on me again, I'm showing all of it. They go still lie. They go still lie. Man, they be showing highlights. Man, shut your stupid ass up. Oh, pretending ass. Acting ass. Look at it. All this space, bro. All that grass. Man, this is where you supposed to go back to the backyard. This is where you supposed to go back to where you was little. See, when you was little, you would have had the instincts to do this. You would have saw all of this, and you would have saw yourself on TV. You feel me? You would have been like, ooh, I'm finna be on TV, mama. Nah. Let's keep going, though. All right. Hey, you being fertile. Hey, Led Better. I can't lie. Led Better kept it real right here, though. That's some G shit right there. That's real, though. Hey, Led Better, that's real. I can't hate on that, bro. That's some facts right there. That was Mika, bro. That is true. That's true. But I want to see you try, though, damn it.
Perfect.
I want to see you try. You feel me? I don't want you to settle for ooh. Hold on real quick. And all right. Ooh, damn. That's cold-blooded. Ooh, Tyrone Church. That's ooh. Damn. That's cold. Oh, that's cold, man, dog. Damn, all right, we got Tolbert at the bottom. Let me see what he do. Okay. Good job. Chris, I ain't gonna even show that. I ain't gonna even show what you just put in there, bro. Man, D.A. Lee, say, I swear to God, bro, when I come up to Washington, I'm gonna get up to Washington one of them games. You gonna be the first, man, you gonna be the first mofo I call. I ain't lying, bro. Hey, hey, D.A. Lee, you gonna be the first. Hey, D.A. Lee, you gonna be the first dude I call. I'm gonna be like, D.A. Lee, I'll be in your city.
We need the cash pronto. I don't throw interception like Romo.
That boy say Mika, Stinker, Blinker, should have been a TD.
Finesse, 2 on. Bring real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Say, man. One more time, bro. D.A. Lee, this for you.
Bring real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
That's my dog. All right, bro. Man, we got executives up in here. That's what I'm talking about. We got killers. Everybody a kill up in here, man. All right. Okay. Good job. All right. Good job. Good stop. Oh, man. Y'all be killing me, man. He got a lot of targets this game. All right, here we go. Where you at, Tolbert? I think it's him up top. Let me see. Route concepts, bro. It's like, it's hard to judge him off some of this because some of this is like, how creative can you get on a stop route? That's keeping it real, y'all. Goddamn, how many stop routes he gonna run? Nah, that's just, no. I'm being honest, y'all. There's nothing about this route related. Yes, bad ball by Dak, but damn, a ugly route by it. Like, where's the deception? Like, you basically just made it very easy for the corner to just run stride for stride with you. It looks like they was already in a cover 3 because he retreating off of you into a deep third, it looks like, right? Let me look if it's cover 3. Let me see what the safety do. Yeah, he looked like, yeah, that looked like cover 3 because they were covering the deep third in the middle. All right, but look, that route, bro, like, you didn't stick him at all. You didn't head fake him at all. You did nothing. And you rounded it off. That's hard to throw to, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, man. Yes, it's a bad ball by Dak, but shit, it's absolutely gonna be no separation on that. I'm just keeping it real, bro. See, you could tell who played receiver up in here. We both played receiver. You could always tell who played receiver. Yeah, he never stuck him on the inside, bro. He never. Hold on, real quick. My boy Weebo said it best. He never stuck that inside post to try to get space. Yeah. It's the subtlety, bro. He did nothing to help cause that corner to hesitate. Nothing. Let's keep going.
Oh, hell no.
Bro, I'm not capping on what I'm seeing. Y'all seeing this shit? Bro, I don't know what the hell that was, bro. I can't at all explain this goddamn route. You come off the ball slow. Then you do a scooty scoot, which the corner don't bite at all on. Look at the corner. Look at the corner. He ain't gonna bite on that bullshit ass move. Look at this. Look. That corner just sat there and looked at that scooty scoot ass shit. That's what bad body language do. When you don't know how to sell it, we ain't buying. Let me say that again from somebody who played corner. This ain't no wannabe who just picked up a mic and start faking like he know football. I played this position. If you don't know how to really sell me on a route, I'm not buying that route. You gotta sell that shit, man. What was this? Man, don't y'all ever in y'all life insult Keenan like this, man. Don't you ever in your life put Keenan. Listen, I know I'm supposed to put it to a vote. Man, it's too obvious, bro. We not gonna even act like this shit hard. Ain't no way we ain't. No, bruh. Man, say, bro, y'all need to go. Man, if y'all see Dak in the streets, y'all need to go fucking hug him. Cause look what kind of windows Dak gotta fucking throw in, bruh. Y'all better go hug Dak ass. Then we got the nerve. Dak had a bad year. This one. Go look at the concepts. Look at this route. Man, this didn't even take. Man, forgive my passion, y'all, but goddamn. The good thing is he caught the ball. Tolbert up top. Let me ask y'all a question. I'm going to just ask you a simple question. Read the cornerback and tell me, is he buying the body language that's being sold? Is he buying? Look at the corner. Tell me, is he buying the body language that's being sold? No. This is what I mean. All right, watch this. So right here, he go do a head fake, but it's lazy. Right there. Right? He do a head fake right there. But it's not convincing. It's not enough hips. It's not enough wiggle. So the cornerback eyes ain't falling for it. So and then right here, like it's nothing that's making you seem like you're really trying to get to the post to sell that you're getting ready to go inside. So they're not buying it. So here we go. Another small window for Dak. And you right, bro. That's what it is, bro. And see, also, I'm going to tell you why I believe you see it, D.A. Lee. Because, see, D.A. Lee said last night his son played corner. Plus, D.A. Lee is a coach. So, it's the small nuance that a lot of people don't see, right? I see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. It's like I play corner. I ain't biting on none of that. This the game winning catch right here. Good job. We won. Good job. Basically he had to run through a lot of zone and he came clean. Touchdown. That was actually pretty good route design that won us the game. Good job, and good job by Tolbert. So let me go to Keenan. And now we see, we looked at 6 games of targets. Let's now look at Keenan. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me set it up. It shouldn't even take me that long to go through Keenan. All right. Hey, man. Y'all throw one in the chat if y'all really appreciate real film. Like real film. Because this is the type of film we've always done here. We've always, to be honest, you want me to be honest? We do too much. Ain't nobody, in terms of showing you play by play, we do too much. Me and the OC talked about it the last time. We had somebody out there saying that pressures don't matter. And he was taking a shot at Michael Parsons. I showed all 70 of Michael Parsons' pressures. By the time we got to about 50, the OC said, "This enough, boss." But I'm like, nah. See, that's what make it real shady when people be slandering us. Like outright slander. Oh, they just show highlights. Bro, we show so much goddamn film, bro. Like, when we do these comparisons, we overkill this shit, bro. We really do. We really do. Watch this. All right, here we go. Hold on real quick. Oh, y'all, give me 1 second, man. My brother Tyrone Church done bless me. Bless me. Bless me, my dog. My boy bless me. He say with a super chat. Man, this thing acting glitchy, bro. Damn, man. Do I need to update this or something? I'ma just read it, bro. He say, boss trying to stump out my feelings comparing Keenan to Tolbert. No booty. New booty receiver. Hey, bro, we got Keenan going in motion, bro. We got Keenan going in motion. All right, so let's check him out. Now we looking at all his targets. Now, is this on Keenan or on the quarterback? Look at this. And then again, ask yourself, what would Dak do here? What is Dak doing right here? And see, this is why you can't judge these dudes by a stat sheet. This is why you can't just look at a stat sheet and say, according to the stats, Tolbert and Keenan Allen is... Look at that damn ball, bro. Let's keep going. Now, this is the second game Keenan done played in. So, let's just keep going, bro. I'm gonna go through these quick, bro. I ain't gonna over talk y'all head off on these. Because we already did this, bro. Where Keenan at? Where his ass at? Oh, another good out route. See, notice he not choppy. Bah. Y'all see it? Is he chopping? Is he breaking down? Or is he exploding out? Use your eyes. What you see? Is he chopping? No. Is he washed? When y'all looking at this, do y'all see wash? Real talk. This Keenan in the slot. Do you see wash? Hold on. Because if you see wash, tell me. I'm dead ass. If you see wash, don't kiss. Yeah. Don't go with what I say. What do you see? Was that a catchable ball at all? I'm talking about at all. Was that ball anywhere in position? And then, again, how's Keenan's body language with all these bad balls? Is Keenan Allen throwing him under the bus with his body language? Like, for real? Now, look, I want y'all to really look at this. Like, Caleb is throwing some of the worst balls. And listen, we seeing what we seeing. You know, we not blind. We seeing this. The film is speaking. It's telling the truth right now. Look, watch this. So Keenan Allen, I ain't gonna say that he was open right here, but he never gave him at all a chance, right? Now look at Keenan. He chilling. What kind of receiver would you want in Dallas if Dak throw a bad ball? Do you want that, or do you want Amari? Because Amari didn't really trip either. But Amari was tripping up in Cleveland. I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, he was tripping. Where Keenan? I can't even find him. Where Keenan at? Is he in the slot? I think it's him right here. Let me see. I think this is Keenan right here. I don't really like that route. I think Keenan kind of round that off, and he showed no deception on that. He didn't give him nothing at all to create no separation right there. I don't like that route by Keenan. I saw nothing to create space. Yeah, and just good play by the defense, but it's nothing route related to where I would give him a bonus on that. I didn't like it. All right, let me see. We got Keenan in the slot. Now, let me ask you a question. This is Keenan's second game that we watching, right? We watched 6 games of Tolbert targets. Have you seen Tolbert one time use his body language like this to get open? Just even once. Now, we watched 6 games of Tolbert. Now, watch Keenan right here. This is how you use your body language to get open. Look at this. So, now let me ask you a question. Did that corner buy what he was selling? Did that corner buy what he was selling? He sold an out route, and that corner bid it. He sold him an out route, and he bought it, didn't he? You see the difference? You see the difference? You see the difference? Now, this is just game 2, y'all. This is just game 2. This is just game 2, y'all. When have you seen Tolbert do that even once? How many yards is this? So they on the 50. They on the 50. 20 yards, bro. Let's keep going. All right, so we got Keenan up top. All right, you know. He know how to play in space. You know, ain't nothing so special about that. All right, here we go. Let me go to the next game. Now we on game 3. And we looking at all 8 targets. We looked at 6 games of targets on Tolbert. Now we looking at Keenan. So we got Keenan at the bottom. Okay. So right here. He didn't really win with his feet. The difference is he won this by knowing how to play big and positioning himself to where the DB couldn't make a play. That's knowing how to get big. Michael Irvin was super good at that. Like, you can be in perfect position and Michael Irvin will always come down with that slant. So we got Keenan in the slot. You got Keenan in the slot. And then look at his stop. Is his stop choppy or is it subtle? Look at it. Is it choppy or is it subtle? Watch. And remember that play where we was looking at Tolbert and he ran right to the linebacker? What did Keenan run to? The hole. You see the difference? Look. Did he run to the linebacker or did he run to the hole? Let's keep going. Y'all give me 1 second to fix this. All right, so we got Keenan in view now, right here. Now listen, y'all, I already saw this. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this is my favorite Keenan Allen play out of all the targets I looked at. This is my favorite one because to me, this just shows his IQ, bro. Watch how he basically caused this linebacker to open up his hips and then he go split the zone. Watch this. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can really see it. Like, this is like vet shit, bro. Look, watch this. Watch King. And he did it with the hesitation. Look. See him to open up his hips right there and he split them. That's IQ, bro. That's IQ. That's knowing how to use your body language to get him to do what you want him to do. So let me ask you a question. Did that linebacker buy what his body language was selling? Look at it again. Look at the linebacker. Made him open his hips and split them. Did that linebacker buy what he was selling? Yes, he did. And that was a beautiful catch radius. Let's keep going. Now we showing you all the targets. Am I showing you lowlights, highlights? No, these are just all the targets. These are just a target. Touchdown. Touchdown. On a route again. Let's keep going. We're Keenan at the top. Yeah, it's just targets. Hold on real quick. Make sure y'all can see it. That was damn good coverage. That was damn good coverage. And that was a damn good catch under damn good coverage. Man, you couldn't paint nobody on you that close. Look, bruh. That coverage, look, bro, this corner is in perfect position to make a play on the ball, bruh. Keenan just get big and come down with it. Say, bruh. Yeah. That coverage. See, I played corner. That type of shit used to piss me off. I used to hate it, bro. I used to be like, bro, I'm in perfect position and this fool still caught it. I used to hate that when that happened with receivers. I mean, you couldn't paint this dude on Keenan this close. Look, man, that dude is all the way in his hip. Look. He is, man, that is painted on him, bruh. That is literally zero space. This is the definition of contested. He come down with it. It did talk shit. Hold on, wait. I just saw that at the end. And then he talk some shit. Hold on, watch Keenan at the end. Watch it. Talk that shit, Keenan. Oh, Dallas don't need that. Oh, Dallas don't need that. Oh, we don't need this on offense. Talk that shit. What? Hey, is this washed? I'm asking the question. I'm dead ass. Is this washed? Because I'm looking at all the targets. No, brother. This ain't washed, bro. Hell no, this ain't washed. That boy Keenan say, let's go to the next game. All right, let's watch some more. All right, let's go. Oh, man. Hold on, man. Listen, let me find you one more game. Matter of fact, we don't need no more games. That's enough. Nah, we'll do one more. We need to watch one more anyway. Let's watch one more. Let's watch Washed. Washington should be the one we should be interested in, right? Let's see how he do. And let's just imagine him going against Washington, right? Let's do that. So we got Keenan up top. I'm going to look at all the targets like we did last time. And the saddest part is I've already done all this. I didn't really like that route, but it worked. I didn't like it. It was too much dancing for me. I wasn't buying what he was selling. I think I would have read it. And then he didn't explode out his break. My boy said, that's enough. Hold on real quick. That's too much film for your common sense. Oh, man, I want to look like a... But it worked. It worked. Hold on real quick. My homie calling me. It must be something going on. What's up, bro? All right, let me go to the next play. Man, we go watch a little bit more of this. Hold on real quick. Did something happen to the link? Let me make sure everything's straight. And Keenan, look at this, man. Look at this. See, that's why you got to look at film, y'all. You can't just be like, look at the stats. His target to catch ratio is off. Who catching this shit? All right. I'm gonna just show y'all a few more, man. I'm gonna show y'all. Listen, the case is already. Matter of fact, man, I done exceeded all the film. I done gave y'all all I had. All right, and I feel you on this, Weebo, you right. I'm also tired of these itty bitty receivers. All right, me too. All right, so listen, y'all. Let's just keep this simple. I need y'all to just answer a question. Okay, let's just keep this simple. First, I need to ask y'all a question. From the film that you saw, is Keenan Allen washed? That's the first question. Question 1. So that's why we got that dude out there looking at his computer while he taking notes. That's what y'all should have been doing right now. Because what we doing is we going to the film to try to improve the team. We going to the film. Because sometimes, people can see stuff different. But then after we go to the film, that gives us clarity. So after looking at the targets between Keenan Allen and Jalen Tolbert, is Keenan Allen washed? So I'm seeing a tally come in. So far, it's nobody that said yes from what they saw. I'm saying nope, no, hell no, oh hell no. I gotta hit that button. Hold on.
Oh hell no.
Then somebody said case closed. Okay, that's okay. So I see nope. All right. Question 2. Is he an improvement to Tolbert? I need y'all to answer that. Type improv. Is he an improvement to Tolbert? And my boy say, he's not washed, but he lost a step or two. That's fair. I think that's fair. I feel like it's hard to see if he lost a step because he ain't never been fast. He was always a 4.7. He ain't never been fast. So, And then my boy say easy improvement. That boy D.A. Lee going crazy. My boy D.A. Lee say yoga flame, yoga fire. Say, listen, bro, I still got the butts up in here.
Yoga fire.
So I'm seeing everybody say improvement. I'm not seeing nobody say based on the film. I'm seeing straight improvements. And then David, I like what you said.
Yoga fire.
He said improvement can help Tolbert. And then my boy Coach Q said, this is why Keenan is asking for 15 million. Yes, better. Exactly. This is why Keenan is at. And see, a lot of people getting sticker shock over 15 million. Bro, all you got to ask yourself is, Keenan Allen half of CeeDee Lamb? Everybody gonna say no to that shit. So for him to be getting half the money is a deal, y'all. See, our receivers go have sticker prices with production. That's why even Cooper Kupp, just keeping it real, that's why he was so expensive. So I really wanted to do this film session because sometimes, people see it different, right? But when people see it different, now what you can do is you can say, all right, let me show you why I see it the way that I see it. And the best way to do that is by the film, right? And so then when you do that and you're not trying to make somebody look bad, right? Then you can send this to them and say, hey, bro, take a look at this. I think Keenan Allen can help us. Tell me what you think, right? Anybody that's a real loyal Cowboy fan go always put evidence over their feelings. Anybody that's a real Cowboys fan go always put evidence over their feelings. And they go put the team first. But the ones you got to be careful of are the ones who will know you helping a team. The ones you got to be careful of are the ones who know you telling the truth. But the team is not really first to them. To some of these people out here, maybe the alliances I'm in is most important. Maybe what's most important is looking like I'm the expert in the space. Maybe what's more important is just trying to take somebody else down a notch because it lifts me up. So y'all got to be careful of that. And I'm going to tell y'all, that's out here. It's people that's out here right now masquerading to be diehard, loyal Dallas Cowboy fans, and they don't care about the Cowboys like they pretend to. They'll know that you got a good idea, but they don't want that good idea coming from you. So what they go do is they go try to sabotage it. And they go try to sabotage everybody about it. They go lie, say, hey, they just putting up highlight clips. When the Keenan Allen movement take off, they go hate on it. They go say y'all freedom fighters. Why you give a damn if you thought only 10 people was gonna be in it? But now you see it's over 700,000 impressions on it. Now, y'all freedom fighters. I wish it wasn't no haters and goofballs, but it is. And y'all got to keep y'all eyes open, man. Because this Keenan Allen thing is a real thing. There has never, since I've been doing content, I have never seen so many of us agree on a prospect. Obviously, it's going to be some disagreements. That's natural. But I've never seen so many agreements. We talking about Brad Sham want Keenan Allen. We talking about Vach Lombardi wants Keenan Allen. We talking about Brian Broaddus want Keenan Allen. We talking about Tom Downey want Keenan Allen. We talking about Sean and RJ want Keenan Allen. We talking about Fish want Keenan Allen. We talking about Tuck want Keenan Allen. We talking about West Coast want Keenan Allen. We talking about I've never seen so many different styles of content people agree so much on Keenan Allen. And my boy Q Dog said, boss, what film is showing him wash? It ain't no film that's gonna show Keenan wash. Then I got another super chat from Weewu. He said, Keenan a better route runner than Lamb. He actually is. He actually is. Yo, see, that's gonna go over some people's head, Weewu. You shouldn't have said that, bro, because people go say, don't you dare put him in the same sentences. No, we talking routes. We not talking about overall receiver. No, the overall better receiver is CeeDee Lamb. But if you narrowed them down on routes, the better route runner, the more crisp, clean, the guy with the better body language, the guy with the deception to his route tree is Keenan. Even over CeeDee Lamb. I agree with that. So this is what I want everybody to do, man. Let's just continue with this movement. The Keenan Allen to Dallas. That's what we're doing. Keenan Allen to Dallas. Will it work? We don't know. But this is the good news. At least we putting out there to the Dallas Cowboys what we want. That's it. It's just communicating. You know, that's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with telling some people this gonna make us happy. Just like we said Fowler would make us happy, and they went and got it. And we saying, hey, you ain't gotta spend a lot of money on Keenan. You ain't gotta make no trades for Keenan. Let's go get him. Go get him. It's week 2 of free agency, so his price done cooled off. He should be feeling a little bit more humble right now. Feeling a little desperate. Call him up. And this is the good thing. Even if we don't get Keenan, we go right back to go right to the trade market. That's all we go do. Yeah, it's gonna be time for the trade market. But until he signs somewhere, and to be honest, we should be pushing trades now too. When I think about it, we should be pushing them trades because there's way more ways to get receiver 2 than just free agents. You can make them trades. It just make sure you want the ones that actually fit Dak Prescott. So, man, y'all send this out. Let's get our share on. You know, obviously, I'm going to tag the Dallas Cowboys on this. We're going to name this Keenan Allen to Dallas as usual. Let's keep the movement going. Hashtags has been doing wonderful work. Everything that we've been hashtagging, we've been getting. Eventually, we go strike out on one of these two. We go strike out on the hashtag. Don't worry about it. Hey, it's just part of the game. It's the numbers game. We got to just keep putting our order out there. Let's keep putting out there what we want, man. But y'all stay up, man. It's your boy, Boss Cowboy. Where your voice matter. Peace.